This tutorial takes the aircraft charter example that we used before and will show you how to take a denormalized structure and convert it into a normalized structure. I am Bob Dust, your instructor at Reynolds Community College. So let's start with the denormalized charter. This is the aircraft charter. So we look at a charter and we say we have the date of the charter, the customer, the aircraft, the model, the pilot, and the passengers. So this is not normalized. So we're going to take the opportunity here to put this in their normal form. So the low-hanging fruit here are the passengers. If you remember, first normal form says no repeating groups. Repeating group again means that we have more than one value for a attribute. So passengers, as you can see, we have multiple values. For the first chart, we have James River and Huguenot. Second one, we have Glenside Chippewa. So the low-hanging fruit says these don't belong here because this violates first normal form. So we'll select passengers and we'll move them off to the side for now. Later on, we'll come back and deal with passengers on the many-to-many relationship. But for now, let's look at what the one-to-many relationships are. If you look at charter to customer, a customer can have more than one charter. If you see Moondust here, Moondust has a charter Monday and Tuesday, but a charter is for only one customer. Same with aircraft. If you see the aircraft arrow 1, it is also on 2 different charters. Model, again, is a many to one because a charter has one model. When a model could be in more than one charter. And again, we have many one with pilot, where we have Joan Jet is in more than one pilot, more than one charter. Okay, so we will take pilot and model, and we'll highlight them and move them out of our charter table. And we'll put them off the side for now. Then we'll do the same thing with aircraft. And the same thing with customer. So the only thing we have left now in our charter table is the date. And we have 4 other tables, model, pilot, aircraft, and customer for one-to-manys. And of course, we'll have passengers off to the side over there, which we will deal with later. All right, so let's go ahead and add some primary keys to our tables. First thing we do is we take charter, we add a charter ID, 101, 2, 3, and 4. We'll do the same thing with passenger, model, aircraft, customer, and pilot. Then we will add customer ID, model ID, aircraft ID, and pilot ID to our charter table. And we will have relationship between those columns and our variables below. So customer goes to customer, model ID goes to model, aircraft ID to aircraft, and pilot ID to pilot. Now let's come back to this deal with our many-to-many relationship. You remember in our many-to-many relationship, we create a bridge table. In this case, we called it manifest. And our primary key of the bridge table is the composite of the charter ID, composite of the primary keys that we are bridging together, which would be charter ID and passenger ID. So manifest is our bridge table. So that deals with our many-to-many relationship. Now, one more thing we have to deal with are the transitive dependencies. We remember a transitive dependency says if A determines B, B determines C, then A determines C. So let's look at aircraft and model. An aircraft is have a type of model. So an aircraft has one and only one model, but a model can have many aircraft. So if you look at our table, we see charter defines aircraft, but each aircraft is of only one model. Therefore, we have charter defines model, which is a transitive dependency. So to solve this, we take model ID out because we don't want any transitive dependencies in our model, in our design. So we take model out, and we still have aircraft ID pointing to aircraft ID, but we add a model ID to aircraft, which has a relationship to the model table. So we have removed our transitive dependency between charter and model. All right, we take all that and we look at add a few more attributes to our tables. One thing we did not cover is pilot to model, but everything else we pretty much covered in this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.